tell me about the moment that you chose this horse, Rajah.
Oh, well, I was looking for an upper level horse to be my next horse, who would be a competition horse. And I was looking for horses that were schoolmasters, that were skilled and trained, and I looked all over the country and vetted 4 horses, all of which didn't pass, all chosen by trainers and chosen, screened by the vets beforehand. So it had been a pretty disappointing journey so far, and this horse kept showing up in our news feed and in our search, but he was only 5, and I wasn't looking for a 5-year-old. But Jennifer Baumert, who was his trainer, had other horses, so I decided to go down and look at 4 horses with her, and I rode he and another horse. Well, I rode all of them. Settled, the 2 finalists were he and another horse, and I was in a position to try to decide which one was the right one, and all the strikes were against him from the standpoint of he was a gray. I wasn't looking for a gray horse, and I'm not as Niall says, I'm not a colorist. They're a lot of work to take care of them, and or make them look nice, and I'm sort of fastidious. So anyway, a friend of mine said, "Have you asked them?" And I thought, oh my gosh, I don't know why I didn't think of that. So I went out into the field, first with the chestnut, and hung out with him, and everything was fine, and it seemed just fine. And then I walked out to his field. He was in a separate field, probably 2-acre, 5-acre field, big field. And he was at the far end of the field, and I came to the gate, and when I walked in the gate, he looked up and started walking towards me, and I walked towards him, and we met literally in the center of the field, and he put his head on my heart, and I burst into tears. And I cannot tell you how overwhelming it was to experience a horse choosing me. It was so obvious that he was giving me every indication that this was his choice. And that never happened to me before. And I just call him the most expressive. He's very outwardly expressive.